So it's an hour before February 8th, 2022. It's February 7th at 11:08 p.m. And thankfully, I had some of this organic freeze dried banana powder in the house. It's a bit different than using fresh banana. It smells like if you ever have been if you've ever purchased hay or been in the department in the pet store where hay is being sold, it has a fragrance similar to, let's say, hay, you know, or dry grass. That's the way it smells. Okay, so I added about a level tablespoon of sugar in there, the organic raw cane sugar. I'm trying to make banana milk for the first time. Just throwing it together with the carrageenan without anything else other than water, sugar, the banana powder, and carrageenan. Oh yeah, actually, I did add freeze dried mango in there. I want to about 3 ounces or half of a 6-ounce bag of freeze dried mango I crushed between my fingers. So there it is. I already stirred it, so I'm just gonna have to add the water. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's the first time I'm trying it. I'm trying to make banana milk. They do sell a product of banana milk that's already made in a carton, so I'm trying to guesstimate that. I think they add other things to that, but I believe probably like tapioca or something. I'm not sure. They probably make it a special. I know they add a sodium, I believe, to it too. Looks like it's turning out pretty good so far. I only used about 3 level tablespoons of the freeze-dried organic banana powder. It smells good actually with the mango. It smells nice. It like brings back the original banana fragrance. It is a bit different than, let's say, using fresh banana. It's the first time I'm trying this. Did I use all the water? Yeah, I used all the water. There we go. It's a bit watered down, but it's okay. It actually feels good. I probably need the potassium. It's quite nice, actually. There's also the carrageenan in there. I had made homemade peanut butter again with the vegan chocolate chips. Not the creamy cashew butter or cashew butter. And I'm out of soy milk powder and brown rice milk powder, which I sometimes include in there. So I add the fruit spreads and the non-dairy chocolate chips. And with the addition of the organic vegan cane sugar, I used about 3 level tablespoons, not 2. It was about 2 with that variety with the raw organic cane sugar. A whopping tablespoon of coconut oil, and it was melted, but it was the amount that you would normally use. What else? Oh yeah, Himalayan pink salt. It's not required to add sugar to the PB2 powdered peanut butter product that I get. It has in the nutritional label that it's marked off with 2 grams of sugar, and that may change in the future. I don't know. And the fruit spread has sugar in it, so that that helps sweeten the peanut butter if I didn't add the sugar. Oh, look. Be careful there. God. Trying to. Where's that? Oh, look at that. It's good. Mm. Mm. Yeah. It's good. Love it. Works great with the banana milk. The two together. But I hiccup. It's good. I feel better already. I have I have to eat this way in order to reduce the acidity. I can say these words now, you know, word, the prefix of acidity. Oh, without the suffix, I should say. But I have to think ahead of myself every time. Or like a viewer's discretion to be advised, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm always aware of like I have this awareness like it's a bit unusual. It's like almost like a extra guard up in my forethought, you know, that I'm about to the word I'm about to say, better be careful and look for any type of like. See, the way I would describe the way a HPPD flashback would come on the onset is usually it's based off of an exterior type of like um how would I say? It would have to be very graphic in nature and disturbing, but also related to an unexpected. It would have to be displayed on, let's say, the television set in a very unexpected way where one wouldn't be able to have the ability to have that forethought to be ready to prepare themselves, to have their guard up and like know whether or not to, you know, close off the audio from their ears from being able to hear it or see what's going on, you know, turn their head away. Because, like, and then if they don't have that time, and let's say in my case, it was 20 years ago when this happened. Okay. So, with the use of exposure therapy and desensitization, of having myself subject myself to watching content related to that stuff, you know, I was able to eventually get used to having the control of like overcoming that and building a strength in my forethought to be able. Whereas if it was like months within my recovery inward, there'd still be at risk. It would still be at risk if I heard, let's say, the word acid, or like if I and if I was having symptoms at the time, it could incite it to get worse. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of like a seizure where that's the way I would describe it. It's kind of like a but it would be like a visual distortion, and it's not back then it was like I was hoping like that it would eventually go away. I thought that I would had I was told at one time that I'd have to just get used to it, and like I could never at that point I couldn't imagine myself like living for the rest of my life feeling like I was taking or poisoned or something like that, you know, and like magic mushrooms or whatever. It was every day for 7 months, and it was just like I was able to walk to school. I was able to go to school and continue. I graduated, but it was something that yeah, it was not just visual distortions or anything like that. I had physical sensations where it felt like something that was not really there, but it felt like it was gripping my ankles and pulling my ankles. Or this was months later after the initial incident. But at that point, I was like, you know, it was eventually going away. So, how'd I put it? It wasn't just, oh yeah, the visual aspect of that sensation where I felt like my ankles were being pulled. It was also like a visual illusion, like, as if, you know, kind of like tunnel, with the way some people would describe tunnel vision, that type of thing. Or if you're in a car, or like it's like getting off of an elevator after going down like, you know, 20 flights in an elevator, and let's say it stops, and then when you go to step off of it, it feels like there's like an extra step on the outside. It's similar to that, but let's say it keeps going. Like you know how I think it's Newton's law. I'm trying to not wake up my mother. Where anything that was in motion stays in motion, or whatever. I forget how it goes, but let's say I was in my friend's car in the passenger seat, and we're going for, let's say, a ride. Let's say a few days afterwards, or maybe it was the following morning even. When he would put his foot on the brake pedal, I'd feel the jolt of the car slowing down, right? Knowing I know it's slowing down, but when he came to a full stop, everything still looked like it was like on, like, you know, as if we were still moving forward, but we weren't. So it was like that for months. That the that I would put under the category of time dilation. So over, let's say, those several months, I forced myself to read many articles to try to figure out how to reverse the issue. Okay. So it's kind of like I had to, and I knew I had to get used to looking at things, you know, like that could just, you know, to so that I wouldn't have that. It's like building a muscle. It's like dynamic tension and isometrics, where when 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 one flexes their muscle enough, it tears the proteins in the muscle, and then it has to rebuild itself or reconstruct. And when it rebuilds and reconstructs, it gets stronger. It's the way the brain works. Yeah, I heard you. I'm done. Okay.